What's going on, guys? This is Patty Sky, the price action queen. Today I want to get into the topic of position sizing. Let's get into it. What should my position size be and how much capital do I risk? Today, what I want to get into is how position sizing isn't just a black and white answer. There's a lot more to get into, and it's going to be different for every single person. The most important thing that you should think about is how much money am I willing to lose? Everyone is going to have a different comfort level and what they're willing to lose. If you have a $10,000 account, some might be willing to lose 100, while some might be willing to risk 500. It's all about the risk and reward. This is something that people don't realize. To get a little bit deeper into this, one way that we should determine if we should take the trade in the first place is the probability of the trade outcome. Is this trade trending up? Is this trade trending down? What is the probability that we are going to profit from this? What is the probability that we might lose the amount that we're willing to risk? This is something we really need to consider because we don't want to get into trades that are a 50-50 chance. Let's take a look at the whiteboard and get to some of the points that are on here and why I wrote them down. Number one, it has to be significant enough where the upside affects you. You want to put enough capital into the trade where you're actually concerned about it going up. You don't want to say, oh great, I won $5. This is not going to improve your trading. You want there to be some motivation behind it. Before we get to the second bullet point, I forgot how to spell two, so let me add an O. Back to the second bullet point, you don't want the trade to be too significant where you can't remove your eyes from the screen for a second. You don't want your losses to be so scary where you feel that it's going to damage your account. This is unhealthy. This is going to affect your psychological state, and it's going to really affect your confidence in trading, and you definitely need confidence in trading. Many people ask me, how did you position size, or what was your position size when you were starting off? Honestly, I definitely had a number that I was not willing to go past, but I was willing to risk a greater amount if the potential was really worth it. If the potential for the trade was a $3,000 profit, then I was definitely willing to risk a little bit more. Some days I was only willing to lose $50 to $100, and this is totally normal. When you have a small account, you are naturally very eager to want to make a lot of money, but you have to remember that this is a probability thing. This is something that requires you to have serious risk management in place. It's not something that you just want to be hopeful on. It's not something that you want to wish happens. This is something that you need to take very seriously, and you need to be very strict with the number that you're willing to lose. Number three is keep it simple. You want to have a nice balance between 1 and 2, and you really want to remember to place those trades that have high probability. This is so important. If you're on a different level and you are a little bit more of an expert or on your intermediate level, you can scalp into those trades and you can place those trades because your emotions are able to handle those 1 to 5 minute trades. But like I said, as a beginner, you want to keep it simple. Once you come up with a number that you're comfortable with losing, I know that none of us want to lose money, but that's something that you have to consider in the stock market. If you want to make $1,000, there is a potential risk that you could lose $100. But having these rules and these strict numbers in place really helps you to be able to execute, and it helps you to be able to move on. We're never going to win 100% of our trades. It's just not possible. It is very possible to win 50% of the time and lose 50% of the time and still turn out green on your trades. And number 4, if your next 5 trades go against you, is your account going to be okay? Did you choose the right amount where your account isn't going to be at 0? The number 1 most important thing that we must do in trading is protect our capital. This is the first and foremost thing over making money, losing money, or anything that we're doing in trading. Obviously, the end goal is to make more money, but you have to consider how much money is at risk and how much you're willing to lose. You have to think on the backside of things. How much am I willing to lose to potentially make this amount? This is what's important, and this is what's gonna get you ahead. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. It's right here. I post a new video every week. Follow me on Instagram at Price Action Queen. I'm active every single day. I post tips, plays, and all sorts of things you guys don't want to miss. See you guys next week.